Hey there, this is Alex Behrens with Maple Leaf Coffee Roasters in Roselle, Illinois. I'm here today to talk about a brand new light roast that we're starting to sell today, the Brazil Fazenda. Check it out. So normally when we sell a Brazilian coffee in the store here, we're actually selling it in one of our blends. We rely on Brazilian coffees to be a reliable contributor of coffee flavor to a lot of our blends, a really good base for things like our Hartford espresso blend, our Toronto blend, and a lot of the other blends that we use. Brazilian coffees are generally very consistent, quality, approachable in price sorts of offerings that make for a really good blender bean. And every once in a while for a Central American coffee, we can find something a little more exotic. And I think this one definitely fits that bill. So it's a naturally processed coffee, which means that you're going to get a little bit of variation from sip to sip in the flavor. And you'll get a little bit of a fruitiness that you would normally find in an African coffee. So plus the fruitiness plus some of the other aspects of the coffee have a lot of overlap in some ways with something that you see out of an Ethiopia. So you will get a little bit of sharpness out of this coffee, not to the same level that you'd see out of something from Yirgacheffe in Ethiopia, but it'll have a little bit of a bite to it. So if that's something that kind of you find unapproachable in a coffee, best to avoid this one. But I think you will find that it's a little bit easier to drink than you would see in a really, really sharp African coffee. And the kind of creamy, chocolatey body out of it will really be a nice change of pace as well. So we really like when we can find a good coffee from Central America that works well with a light roast and kind of picks and chooses a little bit from different parts of the world in terms of the types of things it offers in the flavor. And like I said, in this one, you'll get that kind of chocolatey body. You'll see a little bit of the sharpness that you would normally see in an African coffee. And you'll see a little bit of a caramel tone too, which is kind of fun. You would sometimes see those more in coffees from Papua New Guinea. This is one even for a light roast. You'll definitely kind of smell and taste that when you're brewing this coffee up. So it'll be easy on the stomach too. While it will be a little bit sharp, like I said, it won't turn your stomach too much sideways. I think that the fruitiness in it is subtle. It's more on the grounds than it is in the brewed coffee itself. So when you grind this and you're putting it, when you're getting it ready for whatever preparation form you're making it, you're going to get a kind of nice black cherry note out of it. And I think that's a nice little change of pace. Normally Central American coffees don't have too much of a fruity tint to it, especially not on that side of things. So it's definitely going to be a nice choice there. If you go looking really hard for it too, you'll see a little bit of a raisin tint from it as well. Sometimes when people hear raisin out of a coffee, they're either like, how could that be? Raisin's a weird flavor, it's a weird smell. I can promise you if you smell some of the grounds in this one, you do it just right, you'll see a little bit of a raisin tint to this one as well. You're not going to get too much of the herbal spice in the grounds, but you will taste it in the brewed coffee itself. So I think if you're a person that normally goes for that African coffee and you want something that's a little bit different from the normal sort of run of things, this is good coffee to check out. And we'll sell this probably throughout the rest of the year, maybe through the holidays, depending on how quickly we go through it. But I think it's a really great lineup. We'll have this for a couple of months, like I said, and look forward to seeing what your feedback is. This coffee is available in person in our store, on our website. And if you do pick up this coffee and you want to share what you think about it, please let us know. We're always looking for feedback on what people think of the coffees that we're bringing in to better understand if we should be bringing back more like this in the future. So I hope you check it out, and I'll talk to you soon.